Hi, I'm Matthew Lapp, host of Matthew Lapp Train Guy segment show. Also today in this segment, I'm at the Steam Railroading Institute in Owosso, Michigan. The Steam Railroading Institute is located on 405 South Washington Street in Owosso, Michigan, and is open if you just check the web for the hours. It was originally called the Michigan State University Railroad Club when some MSU students formed the club in 1969. 10 years later, the club reorganized it to be known as the Michigan State Trust for Railway Preservation after toiling away the steam locomotive that was on display at Michigan State University for many years. The MSU Railroad Club evolved as the Michigan State Trust for Railway Preservation after the former president of MSU Railroad Club, Chuck Julian, discussed this subject, how the engine would run when finished, with the former university president Edgar Hardin. He proposed that they form a 501c3 that would allow the university to give the trust the steam locomotive. MSU had no interest in running a steam locomotive. The Michigan State Trust for Railway Preservation started its corporate run in July 1979. In 1983, it was then relocated from Lansing, Michigan to Owosso, Michigan. It was relocated to the site of the old Ann Arbor yard. It was soon renamed the Steam Railroading Institute. It has a museum, and for several years, the organization has been collecting locomotives, passenger cars, and freight cars, and old railroad items as well. Also, there are times the organization does excursion runs as well. Also, during the month of December since 2004, the event they operate the train is known as the North Pole Express because of copyright issues from calling the event the Polar Express. The train takes people to and from Ashley, Michigan. The train stops in Ashley, Michigan for some hours to let people off. People that ride the train has them look around the town with several different activities to participate in as well. As well as that, the big steam locomotive in the collection is known as the Polar Express locomotive since it was the basis for the steam locomotive in the movie and an inspiration for the author of the book, The Polar Express, as well. What you see right behind me is Chesapeake and Ohio 462. Chesapeake and Ohio 462 was built by Pressed Steel Car Company in 1931 and is a combine car. Originally, it was built for the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad and it was originally numbered 462. This car is a combination baggage and coach car. One section of the car is where passengers would sit while the baggage compartment was in the other end of the car. It's been several years on passenger trains as well. Later, it was sold to the Chicago Great Western Railroad and it kept the number. Then the railroad merged to the Chicago Northwestern Railroad in 1968 and it again kept the number. Then it was converted to camp car for track crew workers as it was in maintenance of way service. Then it was retired and was then donated to the Illinois Railway Museum in Union, Illinois. Then it was sold to a member of the Steam Railroading Institute, Gary Knutson. He then donated the car to the organization. The car was soon put into use as a concession car. Today, it is preserved here at the Steam Railroading Institute in Owosso, Michigan, and it is used as a concession car and it operates an excursion service as well. What you see right behind me is Chesapeake and Ohio 3674. Chesapeake and Ohio 3674 was built in 1941 and is a cupola caboose. It spent many years serving as the train crew's office, and also it was even coupled to the back end of freight trains for the most part during its career in service as well. In 1973, the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad became a parenting company of the Chessie system, and the car soon saw service on that railroad. In 1982, the car was then renumbered 903674. In 1986, it was retired. Then 2 years later, it was donated to 10-year-old Mike Burgett in Sebowang, Michigan. He likely had this caboose as his own clubhouse to play in. Then he kept the caboose until 2022, when he donated the car to the Steam Railroading Institute in Owosso, Michigan. Also, it was immediately repainted to the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad livery and number. It was eventually put back into service. Today, it is preserved here at the Steam Railroading Institute in Owosso, Michigan, where it is today, and it is used in excursion service as well. Well, I hope you all enjoyed learning about trains with me today in Matthew Lap Train Guy segment show. Also, I hope to see you all again in the next segment. And if you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, the subscribe button is just down below the video screen. If you didn't give the Facebook page a like yet, here's where you'll want to go. And if you didn't give the Instagram page a follow yet, here's where you'll want to go as well. Also, be sure to get your merch at teesprings.com. The link is in the description box below, along with the Facebook and Instagram pages. And remember to subscribe to the Train Guy. So this is Matthew Lapp, host of Matthew Lapp Train Guy segment show. Sign now. Until next time, all aboard.